on EA Sports.
The Chiefs would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column.
It's the Raiders going up against the Chiefs.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. This is fielded at the goal line. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
Shipped together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Second down, here's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And taken right on the 30. Slips past him. Where'd he go? 12 yards on the return that time. And the Raiders will take possession. First carry for DeAndre Washington. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Right back to Washington. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. And a long long way to go for the offense here on second down. Carr now to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On third and long, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Benny Logan with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Six-year man Marquette King on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And tough starting field position here. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback, but in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now here's Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, They remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. He can't get him down. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning.
Well, he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Rameek Wilson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And pressure gets to him again. D. Ford in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Washington. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense that's just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks, too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it?
I think that's a great point, because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
Carr. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On second down, Washington. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
But the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs. They'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talk to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the best rivalries going. We'll have the Ravens and Steelers for you at 8:30 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday night, another divisional matchup. This time it's the Pats heading down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Nice twofer there.
It's Ware. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Ohio State, Garyon Conley. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DeAndre Washington, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. Mahomes now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DeAndre Washington with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll start the drive with Washington across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st, here's Washington. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Now he's forced out left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Second down following the incompletion. Getting it to their playmaker, Cordero Patterson. They find some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, second down. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Mahomes goes to Ware on the screen. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are in for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Gives it off to Washington. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. We have hit halftime. Still, all right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. 3rd quarter now. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
Fresh set of downs here. Play action. Now it's Carr. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the gun, it's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Aldon Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Let's go. Please, all right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. And the The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking for prop. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Bruce Irvin, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Let's go.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Then run it here. Ware going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. Spencer Ware unable to get to the marker. And the Raider D, they get the football back. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
On third down, Carr. Cooper's got it. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, Carr. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Raiders add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elsewhere, a third quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting to run. Now here's Mahomes. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Hill. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be third and forever. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We're back now in KC as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Throwing on first down is Carr. And he rifles one incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Over the
middle. Cooper with it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.